Is that him?
It's Icorst.
It is.
Hey guys, what's going on? Third Street Reactions here. We're back. I'm Shane.
Zach.
We're back with Andor, Season 2, Episode 4. All right, so last episode, check out our post-talk, because we do talk about it quite a bit. We had a beloved character die.
Oh, Brasso.
Someone who that Ferrex loved, took care of Marva for us.
He did.
Took care of Cassian's droid B... something.
B2 emo.
Yeah, B2. And it was that shot with the stormtrooper that kind of left us wondering.
Yeah, it's actually the one that took his time with the shot.
Yeah, there was like a 10-second clip from that scene, and it shows that stormtrooper raise it, and then it cuts off at the end there. Mm-hmm. I was wondering, oh, if that stormtrooper does something significant. And he did.
He did. The only one that ever hits anything.
Yeah. Kill Brasso. He's so slow, too. You know what I mean?
He took his time. And
we didn't have a bunch of Ghorman stuff in the last episode, but I imagine that stuff is heating up for the next few arcs.
Yeah. Dedra was requested by Krennic to attend this meeting specifically. He wanted her unbiased opinion, even though he called her out on it, said, I know you have a plan even before we finished.
Yeah.
So what is it? And ultimately, though, after the fact, she does not want Ghorman. She thinks she's onto something with Axis, which she knows obviously something that is significant to the plot, but she just can't prove it yet.
And she's right, too.
Yeah. She is right. So, and her boss told her, it's a gift. Take Ghorman.
But then he said, like, Krennic has has no time for anything but results and answers. And I'm like, that just sounds harder. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it sounds like more bullshit you're taking on. But it might put her in a position to take advantage and grow within her job status.
Yeah.
So, I think it would... Maybe the Ghorman massacre that you've mentioned, maybe that will be a pivoting point for her character.
Yeah, I think they're leading up to, when it was Tarkin. Tarkin did something. He killed a bunch of people. Like I don't know much. I don't know. I think he had a Star Destroyer or a ship destroy like a town or something.
Yeah, like on Rogue One. I can't remember the name of the town either.
Yeah.
But they destroy the town. It's where Saul dies.
Yeah.
So
he says Stila in the book.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if we'll mention Stila at all.
That'd be a good opportunity to do it, because this is where the fans come. The everyday viewer, I shouldn't say everyday, but the average viewer probably goes to see the movies.
Yeah.
Whereas the real fans probably keep showing up.
Yeah, they know about
television
her
series, and they know, so maybe it'd be nice to...
When Rogue One, they showed every planet's name except Mustafar and Coruscant.
Yeah.
In Andor Season 1, they weren't afraid to show this is obviously Coruscant, and they showed to me... I mean, I loved seeing Andor's Coruscant, you know what I mean? They look just a little closer, not as far away, and you see it, and then you're just inside the Imperial Senate, not the Imperial Senate, you're just inside the Galactic Senate, or you're just inside Dexter's Diner, which I love, or you're just inside the Jedi Temple, you know what I mean?
It's very localized.
Yeah.
Instead of feeling like you're in this...
Yeah.
In a place.
I saw this behind the scenes thing. Because it's the Empire now, they want to start showing, like, okay, it's a little dirtier. It's a little more like the old trilogy. It's a little used. You know what I mean? Do you remember when they showed, I think it was Sirill, when he arrived after he got fired from his Primor security job? And when he arrived on the planet, it's like going to the airport.
Yeah.
I thought that was the coolest thing. I
genuinely love the set pieces in this series.
Me too.
And the atmosphere they create.
Yeah.
For instance, when the first season opened up and he was going to that, basically the Red District, and the strip club, and shit like that. Like, it was very cyberpunk, but not too far cyberpunkish, just in terms of the neon lights.
You actually say in the first reaction, getting Blade Runner vibes, too.
That's what it was to me.
Yeah.
So it was really cool to have those aspects. And then the last episode, when Mon was dancing her ass off, having a breakdown, which a viewer pointed out in one of her comments, that she's just breaking down and just kind of losing it about what's happening.
It was done so well.
It was done fantastically.
Yeah.
And she's at this point starting to see the weight of her decisions. Because, on principle, she was standing with the rebellion in the beginning, but she didn't have to pay any cost emotionally or physically.
Yeah. Financially a little bit.
But financially, yes. Like, she's standing up for her principles and she's paying for them, but now she's paying for it emotionally.
With her daughter. No,
not just her daughter, but Tay.
Yeah.
That's where she started having the breakdown. Because she understands that Tay is going to have to die.
You know what's weird is I feel like I'd have more of a breakdown of marrying my daughter off to someone I didn't want her marrying, more than I would having my friend, who I thought was my friend, basically blackmail me, get killed. maybe that's fucked up. I don't know.
No, I mean,
or maybe that was the straw that broke the camel's back.
We also know that in the last episode, her daughter said she wanted it.
Yeah, you're right.
So that her daughter wants this, in spite of her misgivings for the tradition and her cousin's misgivings for the tradition.
Yeah. Another comment that someone pointed out that kind of made sense is, from Deidre's point of view, she said she grew up like a group home. Mm-hmm. Like someone from maybe her position would always refer to it as the Empire.
Yeah, because she would see it as, like you mentioned in the last reaction, the Republic became the Empire, so...
Yeah, everyone just switched uniforms. They didn't, switch out all these people. Palpatine was still there.
Yeah.
Doing mostly the same stuff, except for stuff behind the scenes, obviously. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And of course, Deidre and Sirill's domestic life, dude, to me that was a high point in some ways. It was just it was so different than anything I've gotten.
Like Sirill, it's hard to watch him being who he is and the situation he's in and everything with his mom. But, Deidre, her taking that stance, being who she is, like putting his mom in her place.
Yeah.
It's like, cut the shit.
Yeah.
I'll arrange to have him visit you and everything else, but this is going to stop.
Yeah. She was great.
That was really cool.
That was really cool. I know there are 1 year gaps in between each part until we get to Rogue One.
Okay.
Yeah, so this might take place a year or two later or something like that.
That'd be cool. I just want to see my boy Saul.
Yeah, me too. I would like to see you, Lauren, again. This isn't I don't want to build up any kind of anticipation or curiosity. He did say that Vader and Palpatine weren't in it. He thought about it, but he just said they're so hard to write for because they have to say important things.
Yeah.
He did say, I wrote for Vader before. It's not always fun. He doesn't have a lot to say.
Yeah.
A lot of it's about the performance. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So you have to have a reason that kind of have him there.
Yeah.
So, and I'm fine with that. He thought about it.
Like you mentioned with the Ghorman massacre, I think Tarkin would be an instrumental role.
Yeah, I would like to have Tarkin if we can have
especially with
him.
his relationship with Krennic.
Yeah, I would like to have Tarkin if we can. I know there was some stuff with his estate. Like, the first they were fine with it, now they were upset about it, using his likeness. But I would like for them to... I would like to see Tarkin. Dude, I'm so glad we're back. We love Star Wars, and we watch the show, and we always want to give Star Wars a chance. If you don't like it, then you don't gotta say anything or don't watch it. A lot of people are like, this show stinks.
I've seen a few of those comments, and to me, it's just I really love this series as opposed to most of the others, because it's not, in my personal opinion, it is not just the typical goody two shoes shit.
Yeah, I mean, Star Wars is...
Maybe you're old and young at heart. I don't know. But
yeah, Star Wars is for everyone, and it's good to have, Star Wars... I mean, it was just nominated for an Emmy. Some, little kid's show. I had Grayson watch it. It is a Young Jedi Academy. I remember I was watching with her, and I was thinking, this is not entertaining for anyone under, 8.
Yeah.
It's just not. And then we have this. And we have all this good stuff in the middle, too.
There you go.
So, guys, before we jump in, if you want to support us, check us out on Patreon. Leave a comment down below. Tell us what you think of all the stuff that we talked about. We welcome any kind of criticism. Check us out on Patreon to see our full-length, uncut reactions and early access. Let's jump in.
I love their sales pitch. No one likes the Ghormans. You know what I mean? A little bit of Sirill.
He's on Ghorman. Interesting window.
Mm-hmm.
Ghorman spider. My boss used to do this at his door.
Paranoid as shit.
I can barely see you.
Turn it.
He looks like European.
You might as well be in the outer rim.
I'm seeing you clearly.
How nice of you. Don't worry about me. I'll try to remember what you look like.
I like it here.
I think you've got spiders in your brain. Or whatever those things are called.
Or lectopods.
Ugh.
I'm in charge here. Love it.
They put you on the shelf, Sirill. You've been played.
You of all people should understand the attraction of being in charge.
In charge of what? Counting spiders? You were here. I fixed it. You made it back. People died trying for a desk at headquarters.
And then they die at those desks.
You were here, Sirill. You'd found a woman actually willing to make a life with you. And you just walk away.
What the hell?
I'm not buying Ghorman again. They were always too good for the rest of us.
You are watching too much Imperial news.
Imperial news. Well, so propaganda, they are doing that too.
Sirill, I have met some Ghormans in my time. Scandalous.
It's propaganda. Mother, you're being sold these ideas.
My poor boy. Your gullibility is breathtaking. You're too close to know what's really going on.
Well, I'll tell you how close I am.
There are people in my office. I'm looking at 2 of them right now. They'll be choking down loyalty oaths next week just to keep their jobs. This place is hardly a threat.
Don't become too much of an individual, Sirill.
Spiders to count?
Same time next week.
Spiders to count?
He's drinking calf, I think. Their Star Wars coffee.
I wonder if him and Deidre actually broke up, though. I wonder if he's there as part of their plan.
That'd be crazy, because he'd have to be in on it.
Yeah.
There's no way they're going to not be together, though.
Is that him?
It's Icorst!
It is! Dude!
Oh my god, there's another reason to love this show.
I know!
He's German, but it kind of sounds like French.
I don't know about that.
I mean, it's a made-up language. I think it kind of sounds Frenchish. I think it's a made-up language.
I can't remember his name. Richard Samuel. That's his name.
It's not a very German name, is it?
Maybe German. They're not like when you say their fucking names.
I can't sleep. You can't shop. The mission is dinner. I think we can handle it.
Nope, I'd be paranoid. That's his job. It's a guy's job to be paranoid and protective, I'm telling you. I'm paranoid in Marietta, Ohio.
What about the melons?
Excellent choice. They're in season. Fresh from the UK. I'll find a good one. Haven't seen you for a while. I thought I'd lost you.
Been around.
Anything else today? No. We're good.
Are those musky peppers?
Extra hot.
My husband wants a taste.
Is he strong enough?
It's tougher than he looks.
He used the same line they used in Chandrilla for the young couple. Remember the melons that Padme wanted? Anakin to get
in the Clone Wars series.
R2 and 3PO had to go get them. And they went to a droid spa.
I'm not buying another spider.
This one's free.
What do you want?
You're right. You're not a tourist. There's a candy inside with information on the wrapper.
Information on the wrapper. I expect it to be a little fancier, personally.
Who else stays here? You ever think about that?
No one's been here while we were gone.
You should see if we can leave stuff. We're gonna keep coming back.
I'll ask you.
She's trying to make a little home. Plates and...
What's comfort?
Yeah.
About what?
About what happened on the mission. The soldier.
Luthen cares about results. It had to be done. There's nothing else to say. Hey, he was a threat. Biggs, you put on the uniform, you take your chances.
I can't stop seeing his face.
I want to tell you it goes away forever, but I'd be lying. We're in a war. Not everybody knows it yet, but it's happening. People die.
I wonder if he knew.
Well, he does now.
The dead guy?
You and I are here now because he's dead. It had to be done.
I got from a dream.
You said, oh, Cassian said he saw your face, so he had to go.
Yeah.
He might just been someone conscripted asshole, too, you know?
I don't know. What did the French Resistance do with Nazis?
Oh, I know, I get
You know
it.
what I mean? Same thing.
Oh, I know. Oh, just Game of Thrones, you got these 12-year-olds who are conscripted, fight for this guy that they don't even know, and then they're killed, and that's fucking bullshit. You know what I mean? You get to come with the armor that your family has, and the money that they have, so you might not have fucking swords and armor, you might just have fucking sticks.
That's bullshit.
Oh, well, son of a bitch. I would have got in there. If I went through what she went through, I'd be more paranoid than him.
We're safe here. I know it's not what we want.
She probably wants to escape that paranoia, though.
Exactly. Just trying to protect us.
You mean me?
What's so wrong about that?
It's warping things. If it's a war, and you keep saying it is, and I know that you're right, it's not up to us what we save. And I regret every second that we didn't spend together, but I'm trying not to count on anything anymore.
What am I messing up?
Oh, that was reasonable. Reasonable thing for her to say.
I know.
Which is why you're awake every other night.
I'm not Marva. I'm not your sister. I can...
Seriously?
You didn't kill that boy because we're at war. You killed him because you saw my face.
What's the difference?
I don't know. I want to win. We have to.
Oh, they're watching pod racing.
Oh, no, you?
It's gonna want after hours clearance.
That guy.
Take 5 minutes. Sorry,
Unauthorized.
I left my notes on my desk like an idiot. I have to have them. Take me 5 minutes. Or I can tell you where they are.
He doesn't care. Hey, the cleaning droid.
Yeah.
What do you know?
Where are you?
The safe room.
You were careful.
Yes, of course, always. Look, I don't have much time.
Tell me.
They made contact. Been invited to a meeting.
A meeting with who?
I don't know. It's a town hall, but it's Ghorman front. I know it.
How do you know?
I told you I was being watched. They started breaking into the apartment. I know they're tapping the office comms.
He's fucking smart.
It has to be them. Who else could it be? The meeting's tomorrow.
Good. Very good. Well, let's wait and see what happens.
Oh, I thought you'd want a brief purge gas.
No. You'll want more than that.
Been a little desperate to be important, but...
We're ingesting the data.
We? Who's the we at this buffet of rebel plunder? And we are still ingesting and speculating. Where's the intel?
I see a variety of causes.
Pick one!
He's a great character, too. Partagas.
We're
Lonnie.
arresting too many people.
I love Lonnie. He's another.
We can't take it all in.
Go on.
Some of us have more people in custody than we can process.
Supervisor Young raises a serious issue. Colonel Yularan and myself have a meeting scheduled with the Emperor.
Scheduled?
Thank you for reminding us all how this room is meant to function.
He's like Bill Belichick. He's always like using people to slide other people.
Yeah.
Thank you. I mean it. Can't keep up.
We should talk it over. Not here, but...
I'm in all day.
I thought that guy with the slick back hair was Deidre's secretary. Him.
You're onto something.
It's the job, isn't it?
You've had that 10 days.
It's my desk now, Dedra.
You don't call me in? You don't think I could be helpful?
I won't hesitate if I need it.
Do you really think I care about how it happens? Andor must be found. You can have all the glory.
Has it ever crossed your mind that Partagas put me on Axis because I don't seek glory?
Well. My door is open.
She has these great little sneers, doesn't she?
Oh, yeah, she's got that face.
I fucking love Lonnie.
Doesn't look happy.
Yeah, she's been transferred. Everything's pissing her off.
I won't ask.
But you, thank you. He was going to chew his way through regret and eat me for fun. How do I repay you?
You can buy me lunch.
Done.
It's their buddy system in there.
Yeah.
As much about survival as it is results.
Yeah.
Which is not helpful in terms of efficiency.
It's
When you
trickles down.
When you put your people in that position.
Yeah, I imagine it trickles down from the top. Fear.
Yeah.
Ghorman needs this legislation more than anyone. If I can't count on your support, what's the point? I need votes. You've been voting with me on these issues for years.
It's a security mom.
Are we finding criminals or making them?
Why? I can't support the bill because I can't risk chafing the Emperor. I believe what I feel.
Fucking hippies.
What's that?
Fucking hippies. I believe what I feel.
I know.
There's such a thing as gut instinct, and it is true.
Yeah. I mean,
But it's
just
based on something, though.
Oh.
It's horrible looking.
He's in Claricel. Remember that?
No. I am constantly begging my people to stay calm and do nothing that might make things worse. Voting against the Emperor right now would be a total violation of that request.
It's weird how scary the Emperor's still. Like, he looms in the show. You know?
It's like Stalin.
Yeah.
Or probably Hitler.
Yeah. I think it was Stalin, you know, being so paranoid and
got him killed.
Executing his rivals.
Yeah.
Palpatine could just sense it. So that's the benefit of working with him.
Yeah.
He knows when you're lying. Just don't lie. Oh, I love...
Hello, Lonnie. You kept me waiting. 3 months.
I didn't have anything solid until today. You asked 2 questions. One answers the other.
Spit it out.
Dedra Miro's running Ghorman. She's been on it all year, all this time. I doubt there's 3 people in the building that know what...
That's what the lunch was about.
Mm-hmm.
Why Ghorman?
I don't know, I can't believe they've kept it so quiet. Everybody thinks that she's been put out to pasture since Ferrix.
What's the obsession with Ghorman? What are they after?
I don't know.
All the propaganda. Miro.
Why, she's a hunter, not a spin doctor. I need the end game.
I don't have it. I'm trying.
Are you sure of this?
As of today.
And mirror self-access for good?
Not by choice, but yes.
I can't wait another 3 months, Lonnie.
You used to tell me to wait.
Those days are gone.
He's so good, isn't he? So nostalgic being that little elevator.
Richard.
What's his name?
Richard Samuel.
That's French.
That sounds French, yeah.
What is this language?
Ghorman?
I know it's fake, but it sounds too familiar. You just touch your hand this way, it means something else. That guy looks like he should be in Lord of the Rings as a dwarf.
Yeah. Does that sound like F you?
She lost her family in the Tarkin massacre. There was a promise that the new Imperial building would never cast a shadow across the memorial.
So it already happened.
Hello.
How are you? Her name is Enza.
She's a honeypot. Don't do it.
And what will you take away from this evening?
The strength of feeling.
Will you be writing a report?
No, I'm here as myself.
What a refreshing position.
Sirill?
There must be some way to make our appeals more effective.
He's too scary for me.
Just knowing where you've
Like, he looks like he's fucking lying for the master. Like, look at him,
I'm not sure why the Empire would build an armory in the middle of Palma, but I'm running out of answers. You must have seen the floor plans.
Those are classified.
Certainly, let's wait to the rumors.
I wouldn't know.
Grand Moff Tarkin killed 500 peaceful, unarmed Ghormans in the middle of that plaza. Ghormans yearn for peace and prosperity. If you are writing a report, make that your headline. Maybe we can do some good together.
Yeah. Look at him. Can't trust him. You can't trust him.
He's got her nose.
It's Flash.
This will be clean work. Nothing but your wits. Kara Ryland. He's running the Ghorman front.
You know him.
In my way. We never met. I can't go. He's too visible. I'm not sure about the group.
And Biggs?
No, not this time. You have to go alone.
I have to think about that.
Think about this. Think about the Empire choking Ghorman so hard that even Kara Rylands gets off his comfortable ass to do something about it.
Said the new Imperial.
Biggs will be fine.
You don't know that.
And I haven't said yes. Reach out to Clea. I want this done quickly.
That's Force Awakens.
Place.
Dakar's Force Awakens.
Things.
It's a rebel base. The bomb maker.
Look at you. Look at all your loveliness. How I've dreamt of this.
8 variations.
Think of it, comrades. Fuel on demand. On the Rhino that you can steal. Who taught you this?
Why is that important?
What's more dangerous than Melodia? How many old pipe poachers out there? How many who live to tell the tale? Who taught you this?
I'm here to teach the variations. More than that, I'm not allowed to say.
Look at this. A brave one!
It's really...
Like a donkey.
Maybe you're like me. Maybe you love the smell of it. And maybe you breathe just a little too deeply. Boom! But from the outside, what do they call you?
Woman.
Wilmon. Wilmon, the boy. You ever done this for real? Or just in a classroom?
I've done it.
He's smarter than he looks. He'll be your student.
Which variation?
Pick one.
We should concentrate on the station we're planning to hit.
You teach them all. You know where we're going when I tell you.
But I need to leave tomorrow.
Really? Is that what you need?
There was an agreement. This was negotiated.
You're here till I get what I need.
I would hate that.
Yep.
That's what...
He did it twice. It's kind of some kind of Ferrex mating ritual.
It's a weird fucking dance, man. It's like feeling each other's hands. I don't fucking know. What do people in love do? It eludes me.
Kind of a nice scene. Actually reminds me of this music video with Megan Fox and this guy from Lost. They're like high and they're painting like these little designs in the air and they're looking at it. They both see it.
Music score in this.
Yeah, it's fantastic. You want to buy some death sticks?
I don't want to sell you death sticks.
I want to go home and rethink my life. Some kind of spice, I imagine.
Oh, yeah.
It's a big dose of magnesium.
It's the blue shit that RFK Jr. takes.
Blue methylene?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, guys, that was a reaction to episode 4.
Yes.
Building to something, but I really like it.
Stuff.
I liked it a lot.
I did too.
Yeah.
Very enjoyable.
Your boy Saul's back, and, you know, it's so good to see him, you know?
He wasn't as fucking batshit in this episode, though. It was more intense.
Yeah, I mean, he had to be a leader in front of his men.
You're here.
Yeah.
You're going to stay.
Yeah. Look at you.
Yeah. You're going to stay until I have what I need.
You and all your lovelies.
Yeah. That's really cool.
I think he's talking to the machine, though.
The greatest thing in this episode is Richard Sammel.
Yeah. So, we love this small show that everyone...
It's a great show. It's not small. It is fantastic. You just don't know about it.
Yeah, yeah. The Strain.
Absolutely fantastic show.
Del Toro had he's been trying to get it made
Del Toro and Hogan.
Yeah, trying to get it made forever, and he couldn't, so he did comics. No, I'm sorry, he did books.
Yep.
And then finally we said, hey, you want to make this into a series? And he's like, yeah, I've been trying to.
Beautiful.
And then they made, I think, 3 seasons, of incredible television.
That was some of the greatest television. We had, what's his name? The guy that played Satrakian.
I don't know his name, but he is in, he plays as Walder Frey in Game of Thrones. He plays in...
He's in fucking Hot Fuzz.
He's in Harry Potter as the janitor. What's his name? He was a squib, born to magical parents. But he's
I'm too hung up on trying to think of his name. I can't think of the character's name. But you're talking about with the cat, Mrs. Norris.
Yeah.
And
Filch.
Yeah, Filch.
David Bradley.
There.
Yeah, it's just such a good show. It's a
his role, David Bradley and Richard Sammels.
Yeah, they play
relationship.
They play opposite of each other.
That is really what carries it for me.
Yeah, me too.
That's really what sells the depth.
Yeah.
Of that show and the longevity.
Yeah.
Of the struggle.
And on the surface of it, apocalyptic zombie, but the zombies are vampires, and they are, instead of kind of being
they're not dapper vampires.
Yeah, they're
monster
these
vampires.
Parasitic vampires.
They're monsters.
Yeah,
they literally brought out, like, Del Toro wanted to bring monsters on screen. He didn't want to be like, oh, they all look nice and pretty and prim.
Yeah.
Like, these things are fucking horrendous.
Yeah.
And they have these big tendrils. It's like one big stinger, they call it in the show, that comes out of their mouth and fucking gets you in the neck.
It's awful.
And
yeah, but
they're drinking you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like when he wants to feed Dutch the pineapple and the schnapps.
Yep.
To make her blood taste better.
Yep. Yeah. But anyway, he's a villain, and he is electric.
He is.
He's so good in it. So yeah, I know he's a good guy here. At least I think he is. He looks like he's a council member who is. I mean, to the Empire, he's a bad guy, but he's trying to start some kind of rebellion for Ghorman.
Or at least trying to stand up for Ghorman and figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
And represent.
But he has this, like, the way he's looking at you, it looks like he's lying. He's fucking lying for the master. You know what I mean?
Well, he's definitely got that look to where he's putting on a good front, this nice, polite front.
Yeah.
But there's an intensity to how he's staring you down.
Yeah.
That makes you think there's more behind.
Yeah.
The facade.
Yeah.
And he's not very. And he may have been cast because they didn't want that. But his character is not a suave guy.
No.
That, like, lures you in with fucking snake oil.
Yeah.
It's a little more along the lines of the appeal.
Yeah.
Like, look, my people are suffering. Tarkin killed all these people.
Yeah.
We just want to know what's happening. Imagine how distraught we would be.
And speaking of like the Ghorman massacre, I mentioned it in a prior reaction and in the pre-talk of this reaction. I thought we're leading up to that, but it looked like it happened.
Happened 16 years ago.
16 years ago, and so
that had to have happened during the Clone Wars. No, I'm sorry. The Empire's been around.
Yeah, for like it's like 4 years BBY now.
Yeah, so it's literally towards the beginning of the Empire.
Yeah, so maybe there was just some kind of protest, but it's kind of ballsy for Tarkin to come in and kill 500 people then. You figured that would
That's why the Emperor probably gave him his job.
Even before that, him and Vader were up there with him on the bridge watching the Death Star being built.
Yeah.
He's been grooming him since the Clone Wars.
Mm-hmm.
I have a personal relationship with Palpatine. Oh, me too. Like Anakin's like, they're both like, huh.
Yeah.
That was so cool. I mean, it's interesting that it already happened. So that happened in the old pre-Disney canon.
Mm-hmm.
So they brought it back, I think.
They've been doing that a lot lately because they realized their ideas sucked.
Yeah.
So like, man, there's all this treasure trove of good ideas that we had sitting around, but we were too proud to just fucking use them, maybe because they had to pay people out.
You know, when they bought it, they thought we can't, you know, when Rogue One came out, you can't mention a prequel planet. And
so dumb.
Yeah.
Fucking dumb.
Yeah. Speaking of that, we did have these security guys watching pod racing. Mm-hmm. It's just a fun little, like, okay, and it makes sense that people watch it. It's a popular sport to watch.
This is funny that they want to, the one guy's like, can't let you in, and the other guy's like, oh, well.
Yeah, he just shrugs.
Yeah.
Well, it kind of reminds me of these two security guards that, you know, maybe they don't love their job. They're just a job to them.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, this guy, I mean, Sirill's kind of a bigwig to them.
Yeah, so Bix's nightmares, everything going down with Gorse, Cassian and his protective relationship with her. They're in love. They have a romantic relationship.
Yeah, look like he killed a soldier when he maybe could have not have killed him to protect.
I don't know that he didn't have to, but I think she may feel the weight of being responsible for his death.
Yeah,
it's like the level of intensity that Cassian is trying to protect her.
Yeah,
and it's really sitting on her.
Yeah,
but in my personal opinion, I probably would have done the same thing that he did.
Yeah,
and I understand though we're seeing examples of this and the weight of the circumstances on Bix. We saw it in the last few episodes with Mon.
Yeah.
So you're seeing these people that have been put in these extraordinary circumstances. Bix was forced into it.
Yeah, essentially.
She wasn't really a heavy hitter, I don't think, in the beginning, obviously.
No, I mean, Cassian rescued her because she was tortured.
Well, wasn't she the one with the communicator in her shop?
Yeah, you're right. So she did.
So she was already involved.
She was communicating with Luthen.
Yeah.
So she must have benefited from somehow, and eventually, I mean, it all got caught up because of that.
Yeah.
And then, of course, because of her boyfriend at the time, kind of sold Cassian out, brought the Empire there.
Yeah.
And she, then he got killed, and she was trying to protect him. They just took everyone off the street in that area, and they allowed Gorst to torture them.
Yep. And now she's getting hooked on drugs because she can't sleep.
Yeah. Wilman's dad. Was Wilman dad one of the guys they tortured?
Yeah.
Again, he was like, yeah, and he was like all fucked up, and that's why Ghorman is involved, obviously.
Yeah.
And he already was radicalized at that point because he made that bomb and threw it into the crowd of Ferrix.
But that was after his dad, though.
After his dad, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was pissed. That's why he did it.
And yeah, Bix is getting hooked on drugs because psychologically, emotionally, she's breaking down. Probably physically because of that.
Yeah.
She can't fucking sleep.
Yeah.
And she looks tired. They did a good job making her look tired.
They do, and Cassian's protective over her. So.
Yep. And now he's getting sent to Ghorman.
Yeah, wanted to bring her, but he's got to go alone to talk to Caro Rylons, which is
Ryans. That's Richard Samuel. It's Icorst.
Icorst, yeah. Who, man, great.
Oh yeah. Oh, Deidre and Sirill.
Yeah. So he is undercover for her or for the ISB. Or both, I guess.
It might be their own little personal operation.
Yeah.
He took a job there.
He took a job, lied to his mother.
Yep. And
he must have been there for a little bit, a few months, because he's now in charge.
And letting them come to him.
Yeah. I couldn't believe that. That seems so out of... I'm not going to say he's not competent, because he is. Yeah. We've shown that, he's competent and he's actually kind of brave.
He's just not physically in terms of the fighting.
Yeah.
He's not really a fighter.
He's not a fighter, but he went to Ferrix. He
braved fucking death to save her.
Yeah, I mean, he's just a fascinating character to me. Like him and her together.
It's a unique relationship.
I've never seen anything like that, really. And
normally you don't. And normally you don't see it in a lot of places. I mean, you'll see it in comedic films where the woman is just this bitchy, overbearing woman, and the guy's like, oh, gotta go. He's just a klutz. You know what I mean? Like
so in Seinfeld, so that's what George's mother is, or that's what she became, right? Because the first time they showed her, George had a different actor, and then the actor passed away. George's dad.
Yeah, George's dad. Yeah.
So then they got Jerry Stiller, and they actually weren't impressed with anything at first. They wanted him to read the lines like he's kind of this under the thumb father.
Yeah, and he wasn't impressed with it either. I remember seeing that because he didn't like the lines. Like he wanted to do his own shit.
Yeah, but I guess he got mad and he yelled the line a certain way, and then Larry David, do that again. It's funny, And then he just did like these angry. They're both these angry people now.
Yeah.
So I see from their relationship. I mean, the very small window that we have, like they seem to make it work. Like she likes to protect him, and he's. Does what he does. Obviously, he's doing this mission that she can't do because she's too much of a big face.
Yeah.
Mon Mothma showed her kind of trying to create these little alliances with other senators. It wasn't working out. Mm-hmm. That might just push her more into the rebellion.
Well, she's going to start seeing that this cult of personality is developing around Palpatine.
Yeah.
And the fear that comes along with that Big Brother system. All these other senators are like, we can't do that.
Yeah.
It's not possible. We need to sit back and think about what's safe.
Yeah.
And obviously even the senator from Ghorman said the same thing.
Yeah.
I can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
So she's trying to do it through the system, and you're right. Eventually she's going to realize that through the system is not going to be an efficient way.
What's that called? It's not politics. It's called through like the legal, correct, political way of doing things. It's like 2 syllables. Damn it. Okay. Yeah, I mean, the idea that they're building an armory there, we obviously know why because of the first arc.
Mm-hmm.
They want to mine the thing that starts with the K.
Calcite.
Yeah.
It was in the recap.
Which is probably obviously for the Death Star.
Yes.
And then Saw's scene.
Something to do with reflecting the lenses or something on the Death Star.
Yeah.
Lonnie let Luthen know about Deidre's involvement on Ghorman, and they find it suspicious that a character of her, her weight is involved on a planet like Ghorman. And now, Luthen started putting that together with all of the propaganda going on about Ghorman right now.
Yeah. Well, I love the idea because obviously the audience has some of the information about what they're trying to do, and we see Luthen trying to figure it out. Like, what is all? I mean, obviously he knows. People know that there's all this propaganda. They don't really know why, and I just can't wait for them to figure it out.
Like, where's Saul planning on using this bomb? Well, no. Was it a fuel processor?
Yeah, it steals fuel somehow.
Okay.
He says, "Free fuel, which gonna find a vein." You know what I mean?
Yeah, so I wonder how that'll tie in because I don't think they would show him just to show where Wilman is.
No, but if I was Wilman, I'd be scared out of my ass, man.
Well, you're there and all these fucking crazy assholes. You know what I mean? Like pirates turned rebels or something like that.
Pretty much.
They look intense. They're an intense bunch.
Yeah. I mean, he might just kill me when he's done with me.
Yeah. He's known for shit
just
like
protect the cause. Mm-hmm. And the hand scene. I thought it was beautiful. It's beautifully shot.
I would understand that it would probably be something nice that if you felt a certain way about a certain woman, it'd probably be a nice moment.
Yeah. Yes. You can, imagine it.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to...
Yeah. And we have Planet Dakar, which is used as a resistance base, 20 years after this. 25 years after this.
Okay.
And it was literally the same... They shot it at the same place, too. I mean, it looked exactly like it.
Okay.
So, okay. I think that's pretty much it. We're going to watch the next one. And then the next one. I'm so excited. Anyways, guys, if you don't want to wait, check us out on Patreon. We do have the full length up for early access for both episodes after this. So much love. See you next time.